Hi everyone, welcome to this practice. My name is Yulia, and in today's class we're going to focus on our hips muscles. We're going to release the tension in our hips, especially if you feel lower back pain. It's all connected and it will be very beneficial for you. And also I want to say that to do yoga you don't need to have any special yoga clothes. I'm in my comfy yoga pants and that's it. So let's get started today. In a child's pose position, we start by opening our knees as wide as it's comfortable for you. Sit down on your heels. Just relax your hips and lower your head down to the mat. And for a moment, try to release and let go all the tension. Take a couple of breaths. You raise your chest up, and the first thing, it's fire toes. Keep your both big toes together. Make sure your baby toes also taking action. If it's too challenging for you, you can start from here, and then slowly through time you are sinking your hips back closer to your heels. So wherever you are, don't overstress, just feel like this part of your feet starts stretching, and then also start stretching all the way from your calf muscles to your hamstrings, to your lower back, and to your neck. It's all connected. And while we're waiting for a couple of moments, bring your arms outside. And now flip your palms forward and then rotate your back. Inhale forward, exhale backward. Inhale forward, exhale backward. Inhale forward, exhale backward. If you feel it's getting too intense for your feet, just lean a little bit forward. Slowly release your arms, hands down to the mat, move forward very slowly. And tuck your toes, sit on your heels, and just for a few seconds we're going to lift our knees up. Your hands can be closer to your knees. It's more easier to start, or closer to your feet. Up. Slowly knees down, hands down. Tuck your toes, come to your first downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, we're going to keep our feet wide, almost mat width apart. Keep your arms on the side of your ears and start drawing circles with your hips, bending one knee at a time. And find the stillness in the downward facing dog for a moment, focusing on keeping your spine straight. Look in the space between your hands, and your head's traveling to the back of your mat to forward fold. And now place your feet even wider. Bend your knees and rock your upper body from side to side. Place your hands down and start bending one knee. We're looking to the left. Bend the left knee straight, the right, look into the right. And move from side to side. Find the stillness in your forward fold position. And slowly, one vertebra at a time, raising chest up, 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 up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Look forward to the top of your mat. Your hands are traveling forward to downward facing dog. Your feet closer to each other, maybe hip width apart. Inhale, raising right leg up and back. Bend the knee. And imagine that you have a string which is pulling your knee up to the sky. Open your hips and your scorpion tail and start drawing slow big circles with your knee. 3, 2, 1. Change direction, opposite side. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now slowly, your knee closer to your chest with control. Step between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Low lunge. Keep your low lunge. 90 degrees your legs. Arms up. And on the exhale, relax your hips and allow your hips sinking down. Now place your hands maybe a little bit lower than your knee. Straight the front leg, adjust the front foot a little bit forward. Come into a halfway split. Keep your spine straight. And imagine the dynamic that your shoulders, they're not falling down, they are coming forward. It's like something is pulling us forward from here. Adjust your hips. Square. Bend the front knee. Low lunge position. Tuck your back toes, knees off the mat, and start rocking your body back and forward with the back knee off the mat. The stillness and come to your downward facing dog. Raise left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open your hips in your scorpion tail and start to roll big and slow circles. 3, 2, 1. Change the direction, opposite side. 3, 2. I move super slow. 1. Knee closer to your chest, your shoulders over the wrists. Please control. Step between your hands. Back knee down to the mat. Relax your toes. Low lunge. And on the exhale, relax your hips as close to the mat as they can. Your hips are traveling to the front of your leg. Relax. Breathing. Place your hands on your front leg. Adjust your front foot a little bit forward. Straight the front leg. Your toes are flexed. Spine straight and your chest forward. Halfway split. Breathe. Breath. Bend the front leg, low lunge, hands down to the mat, back knee off the mat, and rocking back and forward in this position. Come back to your downward facing dog. In a downward facing dog, place your feet mat width apart and your toes are pointing like 45 degrees. And our hands traveling to the back of your mat to your malasana. Keep malasana, your spine straight. If it's too intense, you can place books or blocks under your heels, and also you can sit on one block for support and sit down. And malasana, rock from side to side, one heel up, another heel up. Find the stillness in your malasana for the couple of breaths. Place your hands down, lift your hips up, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold again, look in front of your mat, coming hands in front of your mat to your downward facing dog, your feet closer to each other. Rise your right leg up and back, three-legged dog, keep your hips square, your toes are flexed. Knee closer to your chest. Rock your shoulders over the wrist. Step with control. Rotate the back foot. It can be parallel to the back of your mat, or maybe, if it's easier, to maybe 45 degrees. Right hand down. You can stay here. Or left arm up. Side angle. Both hands down. We're traveling to the back of your mat to your skandasana. Straight the front leg and lower your hips down. Again, you can place the block under your heels for support. Hands in the middle of your chest. Take a breath. Place your hands down, bend the front knee, traveling forward. Flip the back foot on your heels, left hand down, right arm up, twist. Both hands down, finding way to your downward facing dog. Now left leg up and back, three-legged dog, keep your hips square, toes are flexed, knees closer to your chest, press the mat away, shoulders over the wrist to have a space to step forward. Flip the back foot parallel to the mat of 45 degrees, left hand from inside of your left foot, stay here, or right arm up. And lower your hips down. Place both hands down, traveling to the back of your mat to your skandasana. Hands in the middle of your chest. Flex your toes on the left leg. Breathe. hands down, traveling to the front of your mat, back leg is flipped, heels up, right hand down, left arm up, and again lower your hips as low as you can. Place both hands down, find a way to your downward facing dog. Breathe. Raise right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And now lower your shin in front of you. Adjust the back leg as far as you can. Make sure that the back leg parallel to the mat. To your laying pigeon. If you feel you have a lot of space under your right hip, you can place block under hip or pillow or any toy, anything you find. And place your hands in front of you. You can stay here. You can come to your forearms. You can also use the block as a support for your forearms. Our forehead closer to the mat. And relax. Slowly raise your chest up. If you are down, tuck your back toes, come to downward facing dog. Rise left leg up and back, keep hips square, toes flexed. Chin, your knee closer to your chest. Lower your shin down in front of you. Run the back leg away from you as far as it's comfortable. Keep your hips on the right hip and the left hip. They should be at the same level from the mat. There is no, like if you're sitting on one hip, you're falling, the right hip is coming up. We want to adjust them square. And come to the same variation of your arms. It also might be different. One side might be more flexible than another, and it's completely fine. We are asymmetrical. One leg might be stronger, one arm might be stronger. One side might be more flexible, more easier to do than another. Relax. Slowly raise your chest up. Find a way to your downward facing dog. Just acknowledge the difference in your muscles and in your flexibility when you start just practicing now. Now lower your knees down. Going to adjust to the front of your mat. Keep your knees as wide as it's comfortable for you for the frog position. Keep your shin parallel to the side of your mat. From here, you can lower on your forearm down, and your hips are coming closer to your heels, kind of sinking back. The option number one, you can stay here, relax, or you can lower your chest down, forehead down, chest down. Try with each exhalation, relax your body and relax your hips. It might be really painful and intense, but try to breathe through the sensations. Take a long and slow breath. Slowly raise your chest up. We're not rushing here. What we're going to do, our chest forward very slowly, lay on your back, on your chest, and bring your knees closer to each other. Relax. And come to a seated position to the middle of your mat. We're going to lay down in our Shavasana, but it will be butterfly Shavasana. Keep your feet together and allow your knees drop on the side. The more feet away from your hips, the easier, the closer, it's more like stiff. So find a way it's comfortable for you. It's not for stretching, it's fully only for relaxing. Bring awareness back to our body. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. One more slow inhale, sigh it out. Now support your legs, bring your knees close to each other. And knees closer to your chest, Give yourself a hug. And slowly find a way to your seated position. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga practice. I wish you a beautiful day ahead, and I hope to see you in the next classes. Namaste.